Okay. Hello once more. Second part of the session. And second part of the session is always grammar sections. Let me share my screen and let's start grammar sections. Are you ready? Let's share the screen. Okay. Well, section 1 is about adverbs with polite requests. Okay. When we make polite request, today I will talk about a polite request. So what do I do when I always make a polite request? We often use adverbs. Adverbs like what? I will tell you, will show you, okay? So these adverbs can add the level of formality. It can make the request more formal. That may be necessary in professional situations. Always, as you are working in the customer support and this section, you need everything to be formal. You need to talk in a formality. You need to add formality to your requests. So how can we do that? As well as adding a serious tone. It adds a serious tone to your questions again. So let's look at an example using the adverb kindly. So one of the adverbs that add formality to your polite request is the word kindly. Again, kindly. Okay, let's see how to use kindly in a polite request. Okay. When I say, would you kindly explain to me why this application doesn't work on my operating system? So, again, let's say it once more. Would you kindly explain to me why this application doesn't work on my operating system? So kindly here I added the adverb kindly before the verb. Again, I started with the model saying, would you kindly explain? So I use the adverb kindly before the verb. What's the verb? Explain. Again, what is the verb? Explain. Okay, so I add adverbs before the verb. Well, normally why? Just to give more formality to the polite request. Okay? In the sentence, I am making a serious request. Would you kindly explain to me why this application doesn't work on my operating system? The application doesn't work on my operating system, which is frustrating and a little annoying. So this is frustrating. It made me annoyed, okay? Not happy at all. Okay. Kindly helps express my frustration, especially when it's used with a more serious or direct tone of voice. Okay, so you have to speaking in a serious tone of voice. Okay, here is another example. I'll give you another one. It says, Would you kindly inform me of when I might expect this issue to be resolved? Again, would you دايما احنا شايفين واخدين بالنا انه I start my polite request with would. Okay, one of the models that I use it in the beginning to give me a request. Okay, so to make a more formal request, it's like using some adverbs like what بحط kindly فين قبل before the verb. Okay, so would you kindly inform me of when I might expect this issue to be resolved? This sentence could be used when we think that the issue should already be resolved. كان المفروض زمانها اتحلت. Let's look at urgently as another example. So, number one was kindly, number two, urgently. Let's say it again. Urgently, urgently. Okay. طبعا كلنا عارفين انه كلمة urgent لما بستخدمها it's when I tell you come on right away you have to work on it, it's something urgent. Okay, حاجة طارئة لازم right away, right now we should work on it. Okay. If we believe that something requires immediate attention because it's very serious, then we can use urgently as an adverb. يبقى urgently means it needs or it requires immediate attention. Okay? Here is an example. Please prioritize, let's say it again. Please prioritize the resolution of this issue as it's urgently needed. Otherwise, we risk losing any repeat business with this client. Let's say it again. Please prioritize the resolution of this issue as it's urgently needed. Otherwise, we risk losing any repeat business with this client. Okay, notice that we started that with please, okay, and then the verb, and then after that, after the comma, as it's urgently needed. Right away, it needs attention right now, okay? Otherwise, وإلا, we risk losing, هنخسر any repeat business with this client. Okay, so it's something urgent. We need to be doing an action right now. The request uses a simple please to begin. Okay, يبقى ناخد بالنا ان احنا بنستخدم في البداية ايه؟ Please, simple please in the beginning. Okay, and then urgently to justify the need. Okay, ببين انه لازم ليه انا عايزه دلوقتي urgent. Okay, it's a priority. In other words, please resolve this issue immediately because it's very serious. Let's look at something different. عندي كلمة كمان اسمها furthermore. Furthermore. Furthermore is an adverb that we usually place at the start of a sentence. And it means an in addition to, بالإضافة إلى. So as you can imagine, we need something to go before it and something to go after it. Okay? يبقى furthermore أنا بحطها بمعنى in addition to. Okay? لازم يجي قبلها حاجة ويجي بعدها حاجة. Okay? ده اللي لازم نعرفه. Let's see. This is a very long sentence or example بس هي بتيجي هتشوفوا المعنى. The customer was very unhappy with the quality of help he received. I feel we really need to reconsider training standards. Furthermore, I would like you to urgently address the issue of politeness with your team. See هي جت فين furthermore هنا؟ جه بعدها جملة وهي جت في بداية الجملة الثانية بالإضافة إلى هو إحنا we have 2 points I'm talking about. So I mentioned the first one in the beginning and then I said furthermore يعني it means in addition to. okay. فهو نقرأ تاني الجملة. The customer was very unhappy with the quality of help he received. I feel we really need to reconsider training standards. بالإضافة لكده furthermore I would like you to urgently address the issue of politeness with your team. Okay? So نلخص كده. Let's wrap up with what we have said in the first section. First section was about the adverbs that we add to polite requests to add more formality or a serious tone. We had a look at the adverb kindly, we had a look at the adverb urgently, and we had a look at the adverb furthermore. Okay, well, kindly is all of them, like kindly and urgently are placed before the verb. Furthermore comes at the beginning of a second part of the sentence. It needs something before and something after, and it means in addition. Okay, let's have a look at the exercises. Okay, so select the correct adverb from kindly, furthermore, and urgently to fill the gap. In some cases, there is more than one correct answer. So pay attention, my dear followers, is that you can choose more than one. More than one is maybe correct. Let's see. Could you tell me why I'm still unable to send any emails from my account? What do you think? Urgently or kindly or furthermore? If I say kindly, could you kindly tell me why am I still unable to send any emails from my account? What do you think? Is correct or not? It is correct. Yes. But here it says that there is something incorrect. Let's see. Yeah, so we can use urgently as well. Let's listen. Could you urgently tell me why I'm still unable to send my emails from my account? Correct. So I have both answers are correct. I can use both adverbs. Question number 2, it says, we need to increase the number of closed cases this month. We need to consider our standard response to reoccurring issues. So what do you think here? Furthermore, kindly, urgently, what do you think? So I have one sentence and then another one. At the beginning, I need an adverb. So what do you think this would be? Excellent. So I told you لو فاكرين إن إحنا furthermore يعني in addition to دايما بتحتاج قبلها لسنتنس and then في البداية بداية الجملة التانية بتبقى بتيجي بمعنى in addition to بنكمل عليها الجملة اللي بعدها. Okay, furthermore. Good. Next question number 3, it says, I would appreciate it if you could let me know when I will receive an update on this matter. What do you think? Kindly, urgently, furthermore. I would هنا دي جملة وجملة تانية ولا هنا أنا عندي I would appreciate it if you could let me know. Let is a verb يبقى قبلها I need an adverb like means ممكن أستخدم kindly. I would appreciate it if you could kindly let me know. طب إيه رأيكم نقدر نستخدم urgently كمان؟ Let's see. I would appreciate it if you could urgently let me know when I will receive an update on the matter. What do you think? Correct. Excellent. يبقى both answers are correct. Question number 4. It says the application is no longer functioning. The application خلاص ما بقتش شغالة. The application is no longer functioning. I am no longer even able to log on to the application, to the app. So what do you think? I have a sentence, 2 sentences, and I need an adverb in the beginning of the second sentence. So do you think is that this is the one? Furthermore? Yes, excellent. Question number 5. In order for the application to work, you need the latest operating system. Please check your OS to make sure it's the correct version. Okay, so I have please and should be followed by an adverb, and I have the verb check. So could it be please furthermore, or please kindly check, or please urgently check? Let's check this one. This is correct, urgently, but there is something else. Yes, very good. So I can use both of them, kindly and urgently. Please kindly check, or please urgently check. Okay? So both of them will add seriousness to the polite request. Okay? Question number 6, please. Can you look into this issue? What can I say? Can I say urgently? Because urgently right now I want you to check, to look into this issue. Okay? Or I can say kindly. What do you think? Yes, that's correct. Okay, exercise 2. Read the sentence and decide which one sounds the most correct. Let's see. Question number 1. Right now I have many sentences or many questions, and I will read them and you have to decide which one is the most correct one, okay? In the form itself. Okay, let me read. Could you kindly tell me why I am still unable to send emails from my account? ولا could you tell me why I am still unable to send emails kindly from my account? ولا kindly could you tell me why I am still unable to send emails from my account? which one is correct؟ أبدأ ب could you kindly ولا could you tell me و kindly في الآخر ولا kindly في البداية و could you tell me what do you think؟ من examples اللي احنا قريناها مع بعض أنهي واحدة ممكن تبقى أكتر صح؟ excellent. طبعا زي ما احنا اتعلمنا ان انا ببدأ بالماضي الفيرب بتاعي could you kindly وبعدها الفيرب tell me why. very good. next question 2 هنقرا برضو الإجابات دي ونشوف أنهي واحدة صح. we need to increase the number of closed cases this month. We need to consider furthermore our response rate. ولا furthermore, we need to increase the number of closed cases this month. We need to consider our response rate. ولا we need to increase the number of closed cases this month. Furthermore, we need to consider our response rate. What do you think is the correct answer? If I use furthermore, as I told you, طبعا, of course, it needs a sentence in the beginning, and in the beginning of the second sentence, I place furthermore. So, is this the correct answer? Yes, exactly, yes, that's right. Okay, question number 3. I would appreciate it if you could let me know when you kindly have an update. Or I would appreciate it if you could kindly let me know when you have an update. Or I would kindly appreciate it if you could let me know when you have an update. What do you think? طيب نبص كده أول جزء اللي هو I would appreciate it if ده مفيش فيه أي اختلاف خالص في التلات جمل. أبدأ أبص من أول if. أول جملة بتقول if you could let me know. تاني جملة بتقول if you could kindly let me know. تالت جملة بتقول if you could let me know when اوكي وجاب kindly في الأول خالص. طيب what do you think is the correct answer? What do you think? بالظبط كده. if you could kindly let me know. احنا قلنا انه قبل الverb let بن add the adverb. Okay. Question number 4. The application is not working. I can't even log on to the app. Furthermore. حط furthermore في second sentence at the end كده. ولا the application is not working. Furthermore, I can't even log on to the app. ولا بنحطها في أول الجملة التانية. ولا furthermore, I can't even log onto the app. The application is not working. قبل ما أكمل قراية وأكمل كله حلها صح. برافو عليكم. Question 5. Urgently, please can you look into this issue? Please can you look into this issue urgently? Please can you look into urgently this issue? What do you think? What do you think? أنا ينفع أقول urgently please ولا please can you look into this issue urgently ولا please can you look into urgently this issue? What do you think? أيوة برافو عليكم. Question number 6. For the application to kindly work, you need the latest operating system. Please check you have the latest version. ولا for the application to work, you kindly need the latest operating system. Please check you have the latest version. ولا for the application to work, you need the latest operating system. Please kindly check you have the latest version. Very good. لأن أنا عندي هنا please بدأت بيها، يبقى على طول هاخد بعدها إيه؟ Please kindly check. Okay. So this is section 1 grammar. Section 3 grammar is about idioms. وthis time طبعا idioms دي حاجة هتعجبكم جدا، لأن هي حاجة مختلفة بس بتنفعنا جدا في ال daily life. لما باجي استخدمها on the daily life بتفرق معايا كتير جدا when I'm speaking the language. Actually it differs one person to another person when he speaks. So if you have some idioms it gives value to how you are speaking. Okay. وidioms هنا زي ايه؟ مش امثال بالظبط، بس it's like a expressions كده بنقولها بتدي meaning للجملة بشكل كويس. Okay. Before we go into the exercise, let me show you the idioms that we have. Okay. Okay, idioms. What are idioms? Idioms are expressions or phrases where the meaning is often figurative, not literal. Literal يعني حرفي، يبقى المعنى هنا مش literal أبدا، هو figurative، يعني عنده ممكن يبقى فيه استعارة، يبقى فيه ليه معنى كده، يعني ليه معنى مستعار يعني. Okay. Let's have a look at that. أول واحد عندي let's take a look at 6 common idioms. Number 1, last but not least. What's the meaning of last but not least? This phrase is used to say that the last thing mentioned on the list is just as important as any of the things mentioned before. يعني أنت لو عندك list طويلة first thing in the list is as important as the last thing. Okay. بنقولها ازاي أو بنعبر عنها ازاي؟ بنقول last but not least. Again بنقولها ازاي؟ بنقول last but not least. اوكي. خلوني اديكوا هنا example بيقول ايه. During my vacation I went to London, Paris and last but not least the charming city of Venice. اوكي. عرفنا ازاي بنعبر عنها؟ انه if you have a list of something and you mention the last one but this is not least important than the others. Okay. ناخد مثال على كده انه last but not least the dynamic APR inspection is the most sophisticated feature but may not be widely supported. It's very important to sophisticated but this feature may not be widely supported. مش كل الناس بتsupport. It's the last thing mentioned but is no less important. Okay. Okay. Number 2, in the long run. In the long run. What's the meaning of in the long run? Okay. In the long run, this phrase is used to talk about a result that won't happen immediately, but much later in the future. Okay, let me give you an example. Of course, this does have some disadvantages, but in the long run, it will save you a lot of trouble. Okay, like جملة كمان. The credit card option would mean you pay less for the initial period, although in the long run you will be paying more. Okay. خدنا بالنا من المعنى. Let's have a look at the sentence. It will take time to implement a key-based security system, but in the long run, it will be much more secure and scalable. Okay, يعني in the future, not right now. You will not see or touch the result right now, but you will see how good it is in the future after a long time. Okay. It will be difficult to do it now, but over time it will help us a lot. Okay, now let's take a look at 6 of them, like number 3. Hard to crack. What is the meaning of hard to crack? This phrase is used to say that something is difficult to understand, or that a problem is not easy to solve. It's hard to crack. Okay. Some people say it. في ناس تانية بتقولها هو نفس الإكسبريشن بس بيدوله يعني بيقولوه بشكل تاني. بيقولوه hard nut to crack. Do you know nut اللي هي المكسرات اللي هي دي؟ hard nut. طبعا عشان هي زي الجوز كده لما بتخبط عليه هو it's very hard. ففي ناس بتقولوا it's hard to crack or it's hard not to crack. Okay. أو tough not to crack. Okay. خليني أديكوا examples عليها. A problem that it's difficult to solve أو a person that is difficult to deal with أو someone or something that it's difficult to understand. Example, the new boss is really hard to figure out. He is going to be hard not to crack. Okay, so هي كده فهمنا معناها. Let's have an example. A good encryption algorithm should be easy to use and hard to crack, hard to understand. It's not easy to access the information and more secure, okay? Because it's so hard and everything, it's more secure, okay? Well, most probably it's a problem with the optical cable. It's hard to crack without the appropriate tools. Of course, without the appropriate tool, it will be hard to crack. Okay? Well, let's have a look at idiom number 4. Keep in mind أسهل حاجة وكلنا عارفين keep in mind يعني إيه. This phrase is very common and is used to say that you should think about. What's the meaning? Think about something before you act. Always think about something before you act it out. Okay? So, sometimes we use it with obligation and necessity. Sometimes we use it with obligation. حاجة أبقى مضطرة أعملها. Obligation and necessity. ضرورة. Okay? Keep in mind that you should not rely on one external consultant. Okay? Something necessary I have to do it. It's important to remember. We should keep it in mind. Okay? So, number 5, go the extra mile. What's the meaning of go the extra mile؟ وهو ده كان العنوان بتاع listening بتاعنا. معناه ايه go the extra mile؟ This phrase is commonly used to suggest that someone or somebody makes an extra effort. يبقى to go the extra mile it means to go or to make extra effort to complete a task more thoroughly. فاكرين في الليسننج لما جينا قلنا انه الانجينيرنج تيم بتاعنا او التيم بتاعنا is working at full speed, like they are going the extra mile to resolve the problem so soon. Okay, to go the extra mile يعني to make extra effort to complete the task. Let's go the extra mile and get a set of hardware keys for the process. That way would be even more secure. Okay, next. On a roll. On a roll. What does it mean to be on a roll? This phrase is used when someone is experiencing a period of success or good luck. طبعا برضو سمعناها فين في listening لما جت في الآخر خالص قالت له our company is on a roll nowadays and we do not want to lose our reputation. Okay, you have to resolve that and you have to announce that everything is going to be okay tomorrow noon. Do you remember? فاكرين الكلام ده؟ يبقى معناها ايه on a roll? This phrase is used when someone is experiencing a period of success or good luck. يعني اليومين دول أنا بمر بنجاحات نجاحات نجاحات. Okay, I'm, my luck is very good nowadays. Perhaps they have done several things that ended well or made a positive impact. كان ليها positive impact. In this example, it's used to suggest this person is making a lot of suggestions and being productive person, okay? So the example says, you are on a roll. Key-based passwords would mean a lot of configuration changes, though you could raise it at the weekly department meeting if you wanted to. Okay, this means that what's he doing nowadays is like highlighted because he is a successful person. He's making very good things nowadays. So whatever you suggest will agree and will actually like key-based passwords would mean a lot. So he has to work on them in the department meeting to raise it at the weekly department meeting. Okay, so I hope you understood what I mean by the idioms. We have 6 idioms. خلينا نراجعهم تاني أكتر بالإكسرسايز اللي هنراجعه مع بعض. So exercise 1. Type the words below in the correct. انتوا هتساعدوني بقى في الاكسرسايز ده. هنعمل ايه؟ type. عايزين نكتب الايديوم لو انتوا فاكرينه بالترتيب الصحيح. on roll. طيب ها مين فاكر الايديوم ده بيقول ايه؟ يلا مين هيساعدني؟ صح كده؟ طب خلينا نشوف. Excellent. On a roll. On a roll. But this is question 1. Question 2. Mile the extra go. What do you think? مين فاكر؟ نكتب ايه؟ Let's try this. Go the extra mile. Is that correct? Let's see. Excellent. Very good. Go the extra mile. Okay. Question 3. In keep mind. ها مين فاكر الإيديوم بيقول إيه؟ Let's start by keep. keep in mind. Is it correct? Excellent. Very good. Okay. Question number 4. Run in the long. صعبة شوية دي. مين عارف الترتيب الصحيح؟ أبدأ بإيه؟ سمعوني كده. in. أيوة. the. yes. long. run. in the long run. Very good. Yes, in the long run. Excellent. طب مين فاكر دي؟ crack too hard. هي اسمها crack too hard ولا hard to crack؟ Yes, it's hard to crack. hard to crack صعب أكسرها. اوكي. وممكن أقولها hard not to crack وممكن أقولها tough not to crack. اوكي. Question 6. but least not last. ايه ده صعبة دي صح؟ طيب ها مين يعرفها؟ ايه بقى؟ أبدأ بإيه؟ خلينا نجرب كده. last but not least. what do you think؟ صح كده؟ last but not least. excellent. معناها انه اخر حاجة last thing in the list is as important as the first thing in the list, right? Very good. طيب exercise 2. what do we have to do in exercise 2? select the correct idiom to complete each sentence. هنا بقى هنختار الايديوم الصحيح. okay. question number 1. some of our cases can be hard to crack ولا last but not least ولا keep in mind. متهيألي كلكم عرفتوها. ها. some of our cases can be. yes. very good. hard to crack. difficult to understand. okay. question number 2. it says what we need to see is an increase in satisfied customers. okay. what do you think? what do we need to see? going the extra mile ولا last but not least ولا hard to crack ولا in the long run? what do you think؟ سمع ناس كتير بتقولها. مين شاطر عرف؟ yes. برافو عليكم. what we need to see in the long run على المدى البعيد is an increase in satisfied customers. excellent. question number 3. congratulations on the closed cases. everyone, we are really this month. what do you think؟ أنا بدأت الجملة بقول congratulations مبروك وتهاني وأفراح. فاكرين أنهي واحدة فيهم؟ يبقى last but not least in the long run ولا hard to crack ولا on a roll. نقرا الجملة تاني كده ونشوف. congratulations on the closed cases everyone. we are really. سامع ناس بتقولها صح. on a roll this month. what do you think؟ yes. very good. question number 4. they should that their operating system was outdated, so the application would never have run properly. They should, last but not least, or on the roll, or keep in mind, or in the long run. what do you think؟ they should هو بيقول لهم لازم يعملوا ايه؟ Yes, 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 yes. برافو عليكم. They should keep in mind. لازم يفكروا كويس that their operating system was outdated. فيعملوا ايه؟ So the application would never have run properly. مش هتبقى مظبوطة properly. Okay? Thank you all for what do you think? Thank you all for بيشكرهم على ايه؟ اكيد hard work اللي هو ايه؟ برافو for going the extra mile ان انتوا you paid extra effort. Okay? Question number 3 will be a series of training sessions for all staff next week. Okay? So, what do you think? Excellent. Last but not least, there will be a series of training sessions for all staff next week. Okay? Exercise 3 هنا هسمع بقى listening. This time أنا هسمع وأشوف بقى. Type the words that you hear into the boxes. يبقى هسمع وأشوف هيقولوا إيه وأنتوا تساعدوني علشان أكتب اللي هيتقال. Ready؟
Keep in mind.
سمعنا ولا نسمع تاني؟ يلا نسمع كمان مرة.
Keep in mind.
Okay, what shall I write? Is that correct? هو قال كده؟ Excellent. يبقى number 1 keep in mind. Number 2
Hard to crack.
تاني نسمع تاني.
Hard to crack.
طيب نساعد بعض كده. Is it like this? Hard to crack. Okay. Excellent. Very good. Hard to crack. Okay, number 3.
On a roll.
تاني.
On a roll.
Okay. On a roll. That correct? Double L? Yes, that's correct. Okay. Number 4.
Last but not least.
Again.
Last but not least.
Okay, like this. Last but not least. Is that correct? Yes, very good. Okay, would you help me with idiom 5?
In the long run.
Again.
In the long run.
Okay, like this. In the long run. Is that correct? Excellent. Very good. Okay.
Go the extra mile.
Again.
Go the extra mile. Extra mile.
Okay. Go the extra mile. Is that correct? Very good. Okay, we got all of them right. So, well, and that's the end of today's grammar section 3. And I hope that it was beneficial for you or you liked any of the lessons that we had today, especially the idioms. I wish that you can use it in your daily life and they are very nice actually. If you add while you are speaking some idioms like this, it gives sense to what you're saying, and as well as it gives value to your speech or what you're saying. I hope you liked today's session. See you in the coming sessions. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.